Hi, this is Mr. West, and today you're watching a Khan Academy tutorial on the greatest common factor. A couple things you need to know about the GCF, which is the greatest common factor. Number one, greatest. So greatest is really talking about the largest number. So if we hear greatest, it's not an opinion question, it's very objective. We want the largest number. When we see common, so if we're talking about the common something, common factor in this case, we're talking about something that's shared. And we're talking about factors. We're talking about numbers that multiply to give us a product. Okay, so the first thing that we're going to have to do with this, in this case, our question is find the greatest common factor of 44 and 66, is we first need to find the factors. We're going to start with the F. We need to know what factors we have. And this can be kind of tricky. I think it's useful to think of factor pairs. So let me show you what that looks like. For 44, let's separate the two. We're going to group them into what numbers multiply to give us 44. Well, I know 1 times 44 is like that. I'm going to connect those two. So they're on opposite ends because there's nothing smaller than 1 and there's nothing bigger than 44 that multiply together to give you 44. So next I'm going to move on to 2. I like to start with my smallest numbers and work my way up. So the number 2, what can I multiply 2 by to get to 44? Well, that's 22. You can see how I'm getting towards this middle, right? 3 is not a factor. Okay, 3, there's nothing you can multiply 3 by to get to 44, but I can multiply 4 by something, and that's 11. Okay, so now you can see I'm getting even closer to the middle. And now I consider 5, no. 6 is not a factor. 7, no. 8, 9, 10. None of those numbers in between are factors, so that's how I know that I've listed all my factors. Okay, so 1, 2, 4, 11, 22, and 44 are all my factors for 66. Or sorry, for 44. Now I need to move on to 66. We're going to do the same process. I'm going to start with 1 and 66. Okay, those two numbers multiply together. 2 and 33. Okay, those two numbers multiply together. Let's see, it's definitely 3. You can multiply 3 by something. That would be 22. 3 times 22. 4, no, 4 is not a factor. 5, definitely not. 6, yes. 6 times 11. Okay, 7, nope. 8, no. 9, 10, and we're done. So there's no other numbers in between here. So these are all our factors. So we're done with our first step, which is finding all the factors. Step 2. This is find the shared factors. We want to see what's shared. So we're going to highlight the numbers that are shared. So we have a 1 that's shared. 1 is never going to be the greatest common factor unless we're talking about prime numbers, but that doesn't really count. 2 are shared. 11 is shared. 22 is shared, and that's it. Okay, so those are all our shared factors. So we're done with step 2. And our final step is to find the greatest or the largest factor. So even though it's listed as GCF, really you go FCG when you're trying to figure out what the greatest common factor is. So what is the greatest common factor? What is the largest or the highest number that is shared between them? Well, that's 22. 22 is the biggest of those ones. Yes, they share 2 and 11 and also 1, but 22 is the largest. So we have our largest number, which is 22, and that's our greatest common factor. Okay, we're going to keep going. This can be intensive because you have to list so many factors, okay? But the more you know these factors off the top of your head, the easier it gets. So we have 3 this time, and we can do the same process even with 3 numbers. So we have 1, 2, 7, and 14. I did this one quickly, okay? But again, you're using the same process knowing that they're factor pairs. They have to pair up with something. So for 56, sometimes it's useful to do it this way. So I know it's 1 times 56. 2 times, what is that, 28. 3, it's not divisible by 3. 4, I don't think it's divisible by 4. I think it is, actually. 4 times 13. Is that right? Let me just double check that. Nope, that's not going to be, maybe 14? 14 times 4? 6. Yep, okay, so 14. So 4 times 14. Not 5. Not 6, not 9, but 7 times 8 is another one. I'm not thinking of any other ones at the moment. And I think that's it. I don't think there's any other numbers. So those are our numbers for 56. And then, so this is another way to do it. Again, I think for GCF purposes, this style where you go from least to greatest is probably the most useful. But sometimes it's hard to think of the factors, especially that 4 and 14. That was tricky. So we have 1, 2, and 14. And I already see something that I like, but we'll keep going. 4 and 7. And I think that's it. Now, you'll notice here we have a bunch of factors here. So we could highlight 2. We could highlight... We can't highlight 7 because... oh, yeah, we can. We can highlight 7. 7's common. And then 14 is common. Okay, and so that's going to be our greatest common factor is 14. Can't be bigger than 14 because 14 is one of our numbers, and that wouldn't make sense that a factor is bigger than that. So 14 is, in fact, our greatest common factor. So we're going to put 14, and we're going to check it. Okay, hopefully they're using this. Okay, here's a good one. This one's actually very simple because 26, whoops, wrong device. 26 only has a couple factors. So that's 1, 2, 13, and 26. So when I'm looking at 14, 1, 2, 7, and 14, none of those work. The only one is 2. So we're going to write 2 as our greatest common factor. Oh boy, we got 42, 28, and 70. Sometimes it helps to start with the bigger one and think what the biggest factors are. So we're thinking 1 and 70, 2 and 35. So far, I'm already recognizing that 70 is not a factor of 42. 35 is not a factor of 42 or 28. And you only need to eliminate 1. So if it's not a factor of 42, it doesn't matter. It's not going to be GCF of the 3 numbers, even if 28 has it. Okay, I know 7 is 7 times 10. 5 is also 1. Hold on. 1, 2, 5 times, what is that? 5 times 14. So 14 is 1. I'm going to rewrite this because I got a little disorganized. 7, 10, 14, 35, 70. Okay, so I'm going to check 10, 14, and 7. 14. Well, I know 14 is 28. I just need to check to see if it is also 42. I think it is. So 14 times 3 is going to give me 42. So I think 14 is our winner. It's not going to be 35. So 14 is going to be our winner. And you're like, whoa, you didn't even do the factors for 28. Well, that's because I know only 28 is bigger, and we don't have 28 as a factor for 70. So 14 is the biggest, is going to be the biggest. And this helps because I know some of these factors. Greatest common factor of 7 and 7, well, that one's easy because they're both the same number. Greatest common factor is their greatest factor, which is 7. Okay, here we go, 44, 12, and 28. Let's start with 44, our biggest one. So we have 44 and 1, 22 and 2. Okay, so far, no good. 44 is not going to be 1. 22 is not going to be 1. 4 times 11. Okay, so 4 could be 1. This could be 1. 11 can't. Okay, so I think 4 is going to be our biggest one because 12 is not a factor. If you look at the factors of 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, and 12. 6 is not a factor of 44. So it's going to be 4. That's our biggest one. And 4 is also a factor of 28. So there we go. Last one, 6 and 35. Well, I know 6... well, this one's going to be weird. Because look, 6 is 1, 2, 3, and 6. 35 does not have a factor of 6. Does not have a factor of 3. Does not have a factor of 2. So what is it? Well, the only factor they share is 1. So this means they have no common factors, really. Because 1 is always a common factor for different numbers. All right, there's that video. I'm glad we had a good variety there. If you have any questions, leave a comment below. And I look forward to seeing you next time right here on Wes Explains Best.